Greetings, my fellow ice monsters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, episode 157, picking up pigskins. No, I don't need to do lows. Well, no, actually, yeah, let's do lows. Try to give low a quick study, because quick study's pretty powerful that it was recently purchased. So super fast wound healing, very happy. Dark vision, gray eyes, quick study, robust, reduce pain, very fast runner. So that's very tough to pay for, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, but you're also going to be like great medical too, and yeah, we're going to want dead calm. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to afford this. Awful cook, awful plants, awful mine, awful art. That's a duplicate. Psych doll. Poor social. Actually, I'll just do awful social, heat tolerant. You were, she's, one of my... Yeah, I don't... You're not an intellectual. You're just crafting a medical. No, yeah, I was thinking of you as Lillian. So, I need to have her keep craft and medical and also shooting. I guess that's what's important. Interesting that I made her a wimp. Huh. I didn't realize I did that. So, yeah, let's try again. So now I know I'm going for craft and medical. It's one of the things that I should have probably memorized. So let's try this again. Those that I like. So those are the genes I like. You're also going to be great craft, great med. And I'm probably not going to be able to afford this. Oh, you know, maybe not. Yeah. So I'll have to ditch very fast runner in lieu of the things that I want. Unless because I'm not really fond of having them be go juice dependent just yet. Awful animals. Can I eke out one more point somewhere? A regular old unattractive, maybe? We've got great craft, great med. Yeah, maybe regular old unattractive. That's not bad. So you'll be happy, still doctoring, and you'll be a quick study. Essentially, those that are not like just battle specimen, I am trying to give them quick study so they just level up faster. Bye, kids! Try not to freeze on your way out. I said that she wouldn't be in combat a few streams ago. Yeah, I know. That's why I gave her the wimp. But it still doesn't hurt to have, like, robust and reduced pain. Also, considering I've been drafting her into combat, you know, having her not be a wimp would probably be good. The other thing I could reassess is, what are some of the newer gene packs I added? So, goes use dependent. What was the other thing I bought? Oh, the very sleepy. To put that into the prisoner genome. Yeah, I need to do that. It would just help for them not to walk around. In fact, I tried to have them sleep as much as possible by giving them all slate beds, which is crummier sleep, as it is already. So the slower they sleep, the happier I'll be. Be back in just 1 second. All right. So I'm in need of a new project. We improved the barracks, improved the hospital. I think the next project I have for myself will be to capture some pigskins. Because I don't have a full pigskin prison, and that's one easy thing that I could do. I'm curious how far they are, though. Like, what's within pod range? Lilin, you're nearby. Can I have you check? Or rather, you're going to be doing it. Not much of a choice there. Okay, there's a bunch of pigskins within range. Because it was just the wasters that I didn't have a lot of. So we're going to go hit a pigskin colony. I might hit this pigskin colony to then try to trade with Mosia. That's not that close to one another, actually. So in terms of pigskins, I only have 3 of 7. So I'm going to make sure that I have fresh shock lances on those that are equipped with shock lances. That would be Chimic. You got a Tornado Jenny, so let's get rid of that. Go for shock lance. And Rogi, you are also going to take a shock lance because there's no way you need Locust armor plus a jump pack. And then Tati, you're also going to take a shock lance. So this is a good example of why I want to re-engineer those xenogerms. Like, Vendetta, for instance, is a pessimist, and that pessimism just triggered a mental break, which is gonna piss other people off and have a cascading effect. Which is avoidable, considering, you know, I have genes to be able to fix stuff like that. All right, the shelves look stocked, which is good. So I'm going to tell them never to do tornado generators or jump packs. In fact, I have an orbital bombardment targeter on one of them, probably. If I send a throwaway colonist to settle another tile, so if you check the rules, you'll see why I don't do that. The most I ever stretch it is to search for ancient dangers, because it's, you know, a temporary and permanent tile. This is a one map, never move type of challenge. So there's no exploiting it by going to another warmer tile and then luring people to raid me there as a result. Just making it harder for myself. But it's really, honestly, not that bad to lure them here in the warm seasons. You know, in June or August or whatever. To get them coming over. I'm like sort of tempted and just Wendy learn a ton of the arts. But Bryzit, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you all these art trainers. Apparently I had 2 copies of Skip Shield, too. Would it be worth triggering reactor raids in the warm season? Possibly. Alright, so he's art 11. Not bad. So the Skip Shield and Words of Inspiration I don't need. So Tati, Rogi, Chimik, and Wendy all have shock lances. Alright, so we're just about ready to go. Let's head out. I probably don't need a giant raid party. Oh, I already have someone in the pod. Sorry, Lillian. You've been sitting there, haven't you? Lillian's like, I'm a little hungry, but Wendy told me to be in the pod, so I went in the pod. Not to piss off Wendy. Yep, and that's smart, because she'll imprison you otherwise. So Wendy... And then I'll bring some of the brawlers, obviously. But Rogi, Chimik, and Tati have the shock lances. Basically, the shooters that are not mech controllers. Then Mitty, Jack, Frosty, and Fyup. And I still have more room for people, so... Krieg, Dave. Still have more room. That's all I really want to bring. Well, maybe I'll bring Bryzit as a human battery to teleport home. So that I don't have to use Wendy's Psy-Focus. I could just use Bryzit's, who's high enough. Tally-ho, let's go! And next is you guys could vote on next priority. The other thing I want to do is assess my perfect passive prisoner xenogerm to see if there's a better version of it that I can implant, like adding the sleepy in at the very least. Frosty isn't available. Is that because... No. Frosty just hopped in. Oh, Jack has cancer. This game looks nuts. Yeah, this is the RimWorld that we were talking about on your stream when I rated you playing PZ. You know, if I raid here, I can trade there very, very easily because they're next to one another. So attack, Poil, Mao, grab. And we are looking for 4 females of between 16 and, let's say, 45. And I think what I'll do is I will, once I capture who I want to capture, and form a new caravan, I will send a transport pod with silver in it. So I'll start loading that up. So I'll do 4,000 silver to trade with the royals. Because it's not often that I get to caravan out. You expect it to look very different? This is a particularly evil series where I'm playing a geneticist who's trying to create monsters. But RimWorld's a very flexible game where, like, it's whatever you want it to be. So right now I'm, like, just abducting a bunch of females to rip out their eggs without, you know, their consent and forcing them to breed monsters. Because I can do it, and no one can stop me. Yep. And it's not a misogynist thing about eggs, it's I'm trying to breed monsters, and eggs are more rare than sperm. But all of these people here are all prisoners that I extract their eggs out of. How many prisoners do I have? 40. I have 40 individuals who are imprisoned for extracting their genes against their will. In terms of females, let's see. Pywarg, Gyog, Molpag, Plum. Those are all potentials. Those might be the only potentials that I see. The other, you're a little old. 42. Eggs, we passed the prime. It's still viable though. Alright, let's line up and get ready to shock and awe. I wonder how many of them are going to get brain damage from the shock part of the awe. I've been having a real high rate of brain damage whenever I steal people like this. Alright, so this 38-year-old was one that I wanted. Fiup, could you shut down the turret for me? And then Rogi, you'll go get Molpag. Molpag's down. And I'm going to start inching forward because these stupid pigskin don't realize that I'm here. And there we go. Now they're attacking. Oh, I probably don't want that dude. I don't want that dude throwing Molotovs because Wendy's scared of fire. So I'm going to have you guys suggest a goal again. That's what you guys voted on. And viewer submitted idea inbox is open. So you are going to get absolutely massacred. Chimmick, how'd you get hurt? Oh, you got bruised from the minigun turret. Alright, other females that we wanted. Plum, we want you. So, Rogi hit Plum. So that's 2 out of 4. Pywarg, we wanted you. So Chimmick hit Pywarg. And then Woogie. Chimmick hit Woogie. Alright, so we have 4 out of 4 females that we wanted. So then I'm going to create a bacon maker. Oh, you're bacon now. Who's bacon next? Mr. Grenade. You're going to become bacon. And who else is bacon? You with the grenades is going to be bacon as well. Alright, Fiup, start going for the turrets so that we can own their base. This, by the way, was their entire force gone. So we have the 4 females here. 1 is on fire, so I'm going to have to put them out. Jack, you go for this turret. And then there's 1 turret on the back. Krieg, you go for that one. God, we are extraordinarily good at tenderizing our bacon. Frosty and Mitty are going to start exploring the facility. And then Bryzit, you can go meditate, because you're going to be our teleportation back home. So here is your med spot. You go pray to the snow or something. I don't really care what you do. Just go meditate. All right, there goes that turret. This turret might get a little spicy for 8-8 Jack, because if it explodes, the highest shells go up too. But he should be able to handle it. Here comes the silver. I'm going to wait to launch the silver until they're in a caravan. It would be easier to collect. Oh, yeah. Jack, all right. If you can jump, do it. Because otherwise it's going to go boom. Real boom. Oh, there's a person in there. Hello. Did I catch you on the can? How are you? I'm so confused as to... they must have been the Grenadier, and they were just, like, cowering. That is hilarious. Well, Mop Pup, you're gonna die. Alright, and base destroyed. So now I need to just find a place to capture the 4 prisoners, but like clockwork, that went as about as easy as it could go. And here we go! Oh, perfect. 4 prisons. Capture, 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 and capture. They had a pile of silver in here, that's nice. And then before we leave, I'm just going to break everything down that has components. Oh, lots of silver, look at that. Even more. This little piggy went to the market and brought me some silver. And some bacon. There really should be a benefit to eating pigskins as a cannibal. Like, the pigskins are particularly delicious. Because if you read the lore about pigskins, well, that's kind of the lore. Pigskins are human-pig hybrids. They are hardy and can eat almost anything without getting sick. But their trotter hands are bad at fine manipulation. They also don't see well in the distance. And they have a strong taste for explosives. But like, you know, you'd imagine if they're pigskins, they were bioengineered to be food. I'm gonna go with. Maybe that's just my cannibalistic lore, but I don't know, I feel like that's true. We probably don't need firefoam poppers either, so let's break those down too. Then we can get on out of here. Now, the only annoying thing about this is they're capable of walking. But, whatever. So, reform caravan, head towards the Royals. Do not bring food because it's not my food. It's not cannibal food. Guess I could bring them. Well, I don't really care about breaking the marine armor down. We have so much resources back home. It's not really a problem. Alright. Base raid done. Now, one thing that I didn't do before that I should do is this, where I go out to the caravan and I pull gear that I don't want my prisoners to have off of them, so that when they arrive back in the map tile, they don't have flak vests, low shield packs, and flak helmets. And then we'll head to Sassium to trade, and then have Bryzit far skip them all home. Are we moving though? Okay, I think the caravan's moving. It's kind of hard to tell. Well, everybody liked the fact that I destroyed that base. It's a good way to get rep with Amtas and Glitterworld. There was the exotic goods trader, so Kath, where are you? Please tell me I didn't miss it. Alright, I didn't miss it. Good. So first thing to check would be jeans. They have slate skin gene. I don't really care about that. They have archetype metabolism with total toxic lungs. I already have archetype metabolism with size sensitive. So no, that's unfortunate though. They do have skill trainers for shooting, which I would rather like, and also medical. So that's not bad at all. I think these are all loser eggs, because my good eggs are stored in a what's it called? Trade beacon area. They do have a shock lance. And I realize I don't have the money for all of this, so I'm going to have to pare down what I'm buying. Oh, I can sell that stuff, because those are duplicates. Okay, this looks good. I like how they just have a heart for sale. I'm even going to sell my tornado generator because I don't find them to be useful. They're like fun once, and then you realize they're terrible in terms of their effectiveness, and then it's like, cool, all right, well, the novelty of that is gone, so no thanks. Yeah, so this will work. Good trades, though. So I think what I'm going to start to do is all of the trainers. I am going to store, let's say... here. So skill and neuro trainers are going to be here. So they're not stacked, and they're very easy to see, because when they're stored on a shelf, they're very difficult and annoying to isolate and interact with. They had a lot of hyperwave. I like hyperwave. The problem is, because you can't make it, it's really annoying. How much hyperwave do they have, though? 151. Yeah, if I had more silver at home, I would consider buying it. Or maybe I'll buy it. And just make something special for Wendy. I'll buy 150 of it and sell some plasteel to cover the cost. Then I have to go through this whole thing and make sure that hyperwave is not a acceptable material for anything. Which I don't think it is. I was pretty careful about what I allowed as a material for clothing. Yeah, hyperwave is not in there. Cool. Yeah, that is a lot of hyperwave. I just wish the hyperwave, like you could make it out of like Nuturamine and Double Strand or something like that. Like there was some recipe for it that was ridiculously, abnormally expensive and totally not efficient, but like allowed you to make your own. Because as it is now, it's like, cool, I have like trade opportunities to get like 30 hyperweave a season. There's no point in that. Slice caps. Slice caps are funny. Chauvel is almost 16. As soon as he turns 16, straight to jail. Use a mod, make it from Nuturamine and Plasteel. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I mean, I'm not going to install a mod. Just, you know, it's not what I'm about, but I get that. Triminate, your sperm was going to be fertilized for Kath and also Aramos. See if we can't get more Dirtmole hybrids. I doubt I'll keep it, but like, I don't know. It might be possible to get a perfect Dirtmole hybrid out of them. The reason is, Cath and Aramos aren't represented in the gene pool really at all. So having a Triminate Cath or Triminate Aramos hybrid essentially just expands the possibility of Triminate's genetic contributions to the Wendigo program without like intermingling it anywhere else. Because it's highly unlikely that I'm ever going to use baseliner eggs for anything but dirt mole hybrids. Come on, just get there. You're basically standing there. I must say, this Highmate with a marine helmet looks very much like a waster. Like, from a side view, that almost looks like a waster. I was like, huh, she looks different. So here is Mass's implant. And then I was also going to load up the template of the passive prisoners. Because then I could put in very sleepy. Probably just very sleepy. Can I stack? Oh, it's too bad unattractive and very unattractive don't stack. Finally. Wimpy, I don't need. Invisibility wouldn't be bad for Bryzit to have. Neural heat dump's not going to be useful for him to have. Persona weapon. Neural cooling, not that helpful. Shock lance. And that's it. Right? I don't think there's anything else here. No. Well, that's still worth the trip. All right, Bryzit, you're skipping us home. And then how to do this? I need to make sure that the pigskins that are in here, yep, because it happened, don't drop things that they shouldn't have on them. Oh boy, did it ever happen. Because we're using them as like mules. It's really annoying that the game does that. And what we really need to haul out is the armor. So that would be Wuggy, Plum, Molpag, and where's the last one? And then Wendy is going to have like a little bloodfest where she's going to drain all the ones that I just... Oh, no, that's... Was that Val? She's going to drain all the ones that I just grabbed so that they're unconscious and can be moved around wherever I want them to go. So there's pie work. Yeah. So then I can just carry, capture them, carry them, and bring them over to the pigskin. And then I'm going to have to queue them up to be processed and pacified. There's Plum, kidney, lung, and implant the top passive prisoner. Cool. All right, next up, Pywarg. Oh, also set them up to be farmed. It's a prison, farm, ova. It's funny that, like, being a vampire helps here because I can drain them of all their blood and just moving them around like the livestock that they are. So farm for ovum. Implanted the second passive prisoner. Kidney, lung, done. Next. Oh, you have a sterilizing stomach. Why would a pigskin need a sterilizing stomach? Explain that to me. That is the dumbest implant I've ever seen a pigskin with. Full stop. That makes no sense whatsoever. But lung, kidney, and third passive prisoner implant. Set to farm. And then also set on herbal meds. All right, and then there's one more to process. I feel like I'm getting better at processing them, which is probably not a good thing. That's like Nuremberg trial level efficiencies. All right, here's the last one. They wanted to be triple share. Apparently, it's the dumbest thing I heard of. Kidney, lung. Passive. And set up to be farmed for your eggs. Done. Pigskins are now totally full. Rhadamant also now knows invisibility, which is great. I think for their implants, that's what I'm going to do first, so they can't fight and harm one another, and me end up needing to capture new ones, because that's really annoying. So I'm waking my doctors up so that they start the implantation process. Eventually, I wouldn't mind reimplanting all the other prisoners at some point with the sleepy gene, so that they just sleep a lot more often. If I was to do that, I think the meta, honestly, would be for me to try for the world's worst slate beds as well. So they stay sleeping like half the day. Are those bodies? Yeah. These are bodies. These are food that are being processed into like a paste. Like think the Matrix with the weird like pasty oatmeal that they ate. It's kind of what their diet is. But then I'm also harvesting their organs too. So I'm, worse than the AI of the Matrix. Does what matter if they're already dead calmed? So the only one is Molpag that hasn't been dead calmed. The sleep amount? It doesn't matter, but like fewer people wandering around is just like easier on the machine. And also, if you might have noticed, the constant loss of their certainty is kind of annoying. I'd rather just have them laying about doing nothing. I mean, if I could have them in cryptosleep caskets, I would, but obviously it doesn't work like that. There's no like prisoner stasis, which would be convenient. But all right, all of them are now made forced passive. So that's good. And now Wendy's just ripping out their organs. Wow. With deadly efficiency. There's already a bunch of them missing their organs. It's because the medicine's held right outside. Just working on that old medical skill. I like how it's like, Max learned... What, are you feeding them? No, don't do that. I mean, she is to be fair, she's a vampire that can automatically coagulate. So you could imagine, because she doesn't really care about, you know, the pain that they feel, that she just like uses her claws to tear into their body, rip out organs, and then just coagulate whatever wounds she causes. She's probably a very capable surgeon. I mean, she just took eggs and organs from like every prisoner here in an afternoon, more or less. Yep, there goes the last one. No, that wasn't ovum. Stop feeding them. Operate. I want that ovum. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch, April 30th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigo,